in your desk, everyone following along with my teacher model. I'm setting a 5-minute timer. And you are following along with 2 highlighted colors, yellow for main idea, purple for separating claims. Okay. I'm annotating this article to track the line of reasoning. My purple line here indicates where my claim ends and where my next claim begins. I'm also labeling my first claim here. I'm using a star to indicate my main argument. And I'm tracking of how many different topics or different things the author is saying in order to support the main argument. So here goes. There are more public libraries in America, some 9,000 central buildings, 7,500 branch locations than McDonald's restaurants, making them one of the most ubiquitous or common institutions in the nation. Far from serving as obsolescent, which is outdated, repositories for dead wood, libraries are integral or essential, yet threatened parts of the American social fabric. Putting a star here because this is my main argument for the article. What I'm told is that this article is going to be about 2 things. One, how integral or how essential libraries are to America or to our culture, our society. And 2, that it's in danger, it's threatened. So, knowing that this is the main argument, I'm going to leave a gist in the margin saying 2 parts. Part 1, libraries are essential or fundamental. Are you annotating this? Part 2, that they are in danger. So as you're reading your article later on and tracking your line of reasoning, this is how I want you to do it. David, you want me to do this?
Yeah.
I want you to write this down in your article, okay? So that's my main argument. My first claim, our libraries, after all, are truly democratic spaces where all are welcome and where everything inside is available to everyone. For American institutions, strive for equity of access, a core principle of the American Library Association, and even fewer pay more than lip service to the idea that services like the internet are necessary aspects of life that simply must be made available to all members of society. But despite their impact and import, much of it is hidden from people of means who can independently and often expensively secure for themselves those services provided by the library. America is starving its libraries, cutting off millions of people from the stream of information that, like oxygen, powers the development and basic functions of society. I'm highlighting here my main ideas that I'm keeping track of, especially this word starving. Libraries are equity or centers of equity of access. They're so important to us, and yet they're being starved. So my claim here is libraries offer equity but are not supported. I'm drawing another line here, knowing that I'm transitioning to a new idea. The idea here is that 2010 story of Chicago's Fox affiliate, Are Libraries Necessary or a Waste of Tax Money? Commissioner of the Chicago Public Library, Mary A. Dempsey, explained, there continues to exist in this country a vast digital divide. It exists along the lines of race and class and is only bridged consistently and equitably through the free access provided by the Chicago Public Library and all public libraries in this nation. Then it goes on to provide some statistics, some data, and at the bottom it says access to contemporary society that public libraries provide is deadly serious. So my second claim, without libraries, racism and classism continue to divide us. And then the second part is libraries close off the gap of inequality. I I have about 40 seconds left on my timer, so I'm going to use it to show you my graphic organizer. You will not copy it, but I want to show you what it looks like so that when it's time for you to do your independent work, you're using the graphic organizer to complete the article, the tracking line of reasoning for the article we read yesterday. Which one? Oh, yes, 301, I'm sorry, yes. Go ahead, ladies. That's what you raised your hand about? Yeah. Okay. Thank you for reminding me, and I'm sorry that you had to wait an extra minute. So here is my graphic organizer. Please do not copy it. This is just an example of what you will be doing for your tracking of line of reasoning. I included the same exact notes I put in the margins. My first claim I labeled here again, I copied it. My second claim I copied it, and I did the same with all of the remaining claims. And it helped me understand what is the main argument of this article. So I want you to start with your independent work, starting with number 1, what is the first claim, second claim, third, fourth, and fifth. And then at the end, I want you to determine how do these claims support the main argument here. Once you've done that, you can then look into how each claim has a relationship with the other. But this is really where I want you guys to begin your first round of independent work, and I'm going to gather the data and see how we can proceed moving forward. So what questions are we having about tracking line of reasoning process? Okay, let's take 1 minute, turn and talk. What is the activity that we're doing? What is it for? What does it help us accomplish? Okay, 1 minute, please begin.
They use the helping the annotate